Man, that was quick, Henry. We're live, coming to you from Louisville, Kentucky. Well, wait just a few minutes to give people a chance to plug in. Which, heck, the last few Thursdays, it's been like very, very difficult to get shut down and do this thing. Just different stuff been going on. But hope everybody having a good Thursday. Had a good Valentine's Day. I don't know if anybody's watching the Olympics. What's up, Chris Coleman and Tommy Creamer? I'm good. Elvis is in the building. Jeff Stubley, Rolo Tiggs. Good afternoon to you as well, my friend. Rodney Whitlock, Michael Brocher, Antipass. Born and raised in the Ville. Well, I'm in the Ville for now, and I may be here the rest of the night. I just delivered to the Ford plant where the Ford Escape is made, and everything went pretty smooth. I dropped it pretty quick, found a parking spot, and I got over here to the lot where the empties are, and well, wouldn't you know it, there aren't any G&P empties here. And I went and told the guy that you check out with on your way out, and he's like, well, I'm sorry for you. Like I was expecting a little more compassion or like a solution on that, but I did not get it. But he said I can sit here a little while to see if they happen to bring some. Do I look too bright? I got this. I don't know, which one you guys like better? This or this? Hey, John Kirby. What's up, Carlos and David Reyes, Crazy Horse and Joel Ferris, Jason Raleigh, Tommy Creamer back again. Well, it's funny that you ask when do I start training. It may be in a few days. Okay, Josh is in class now, working on the 90-degree back, and they won't even let me try it your way. Well, what's different of what they're talking about and what my way is? Or the 45 my way? But I guess there's several techniques. As long as you get it in the hole and you don't hit anything, well, that's an okay way. But what you'll learn, you'll just kind of develop the feel and be able to predict the way the trailer is gonna go. Nick Truck, he's been binge watching my videos. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. I guess there has been a pretty good little library of them put out there over the years. I've been doing this, well, not this live video, but, you know, uploading videos for a little over 3 years now. Fairly consistently. So Josh says they want you to straight, not a pull to the right and then back to the left. Well, that's setting up a 45. They're probably teaching you the 90-degree, which you need to learn that one too. Like if you have plenty of room, man, I'm gonna 45 it every time, unless I can do a pull through or straight line back. Normally you don't have that much room, but there will be times on certain yards that you're in, you just don't have the room to kick it out there and, you know, swing it around, and that's when you have to do a 90. So they know what they're doing, man. Learn to do your 90. Now, after you do it on your test and you perfect that, you know, when you back it up, park for a night at the truck stop, by all means, do your 45 if you got room. But you do want to learn the 90. I caught Happy Days on the toilet, but that's not going to stop him from watching. I appreciate it, Happy Days. Happy Days are here again. All right. Oh man, Stephen Williams is enjoying a beer. Gonna be watching a race down in Daytona. I have never been to a Daytona 500, or any NASCAR race for that matter, but it's on my bucket list. I want to do that at least once before my days are done. Brian, let's see. Got 2 years OTR. You think Prime is a good company to go for? Well, I don't know, man. I can't speak from experience, but I know a lot of people have worked for Prime. I think Trucker Brown and Loshawn Parks. Those are other YouTube truckers. They've spent a lot of time with Prime, and I've heard others say good about them, but I can't say. I don't know. Only places I've been is U.S. Express, Maverick, for a short period of time, and then here at GMP. But I think we all do the same sort of stuff. Take freight from point A to point B. Stephen Bowie, what's up, man? He hate me done pulled over to watch some Trucker Gym. I do not anticipate this being an hour-long video today. But speaking of today has been a bit of an attitude tester. I mean, it really has. Now, like yesterday, on the other hand, was like an amazingly awesome day. Which one would you guys rather hear about? The awesome day of yesterday or the attitude tester day of today? Let me see in the comments. Which one sounds more interesting? JP's in California. Y'all answer that, and I'm going to get to those comments here directly. And I will do the one that gets the most votes. Yeah, I do want to go to a race. Okay, so East Street saying Junior Honduras is all about Prime. Are you on here tonight, Junior? Junior got a thumbs up in the last, like, real episode I did. Does GP offer a refresher course? Well, we don't have something I think we have given the label and call a refresher course, but, you know, if everything else checks out, you're in the hiring area, that sort of thing, I'm sure they wouldn't have a problem with you spending 2 to 4 weeks with a trainer. Call recruiting and talk to them. The main guy in recruiting is Jeff. There's also Susie. There's a new girl that helps out named Taylor. And then there's a new guy that I hadn't met yet. I can't remember what his name is. They say he's very nice, though. And Manny says reefer sucks. Okay, I'm getting a vote for details on Valentine's date. Okay, attitude, both. How much do you get paid for being a trainer with GMP? You get like $250 for them being in your truck for the week. And then, you know, whatever the miles add up to. But, you know, we're not like going to do it like we did with U.S. Express, hauling ass across country. I'm sleeping, the students driving, and we're getting 7,000 miles. At best, it'll be like a super solo kind of situation. Really, you know, you're working with a 14-hour clock. So, you know, 3,000, 3,200 miles, well, that's probably going to be about it during the training. So, I don't think I'll necessarily be retiring early from doing it. But, and most of your students are broke as hell when they get on your truck too. So, you know, you kind of have to look out for them a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. You know, I'm going to make videos of it and explain the process as it goes. But it's kind of new territory for me to really answer that question totally right now. Manny wants to hear about today. Your comments are scrolling across my screen. Yeah, that's how it works when you got that. Carlos is here from Zello, and I've mentioned the Zello channel in my last 2 videos, but now we've got guys on it, and I'm loving it, and so are they. It's so much fun. I'm laughing my ass off with some regularity on the Zello channel, but also I think a lot of, you know, guys that are newer to the game, and we've even had some dudes that ain't even got a CDL yet that's been, you know, plugging in. And I don't give a shit. Whoever wants to come in there can come in there. And if, I don't know, there's something about you that I feel is detrimental to the group, and you're taken away from the awesomeness of the Truckin' Journey Zello channel, then I will just simply block your ass, and you'll disappear. You know, for trolls and things like that. I know a lot of other YouTubers have real problems with just people being mean, but, you know, I haven't so much experienced very much of that, so I'm not putting restrictions and only invitation only on it. If you want to plug in, by all means plug in. Now, as time goes on, I will be assigning a couple or a few what's called moderators, which means they can block your ass too. But that has not even been an issue. It's been a lot of fun. But if you don't know what Zello is, what that wrestler say? You better ask somebody. Well, you ain't even got to ask. I'll tell you. It's an app. You go to the app store, do Zello. It's like a Z-square. I've explained this a couple of times in my previous videos. But you have to set up a little user profile. On mine, I don't know why I did this, but you have to put your phone number in it. But I don't think anybody can really see your phone number. One guy was kind of tripping about that the other day. But it's like a walkie-talkie sort of thing. You want to switch it on Coggle, get into your options and play around. You know, if you kind of come on with us, we'll explain it. You want to connect a Bluetooth headset. You don't want to have it like all on speakerphone and shit because the sound quality's not good. If you have a Blue Parrot, you can even set up the Blue Parrot button so you can talk, stop talk, you know, just by touching the button, or, you know, you have to touch the screen if you don't have that. But it's good times, and we've got a lot of guys that drive, you know, in the middle of the night, what other people call the vampire shift. So, you know, it'd be good for guys to keep them up because time flies when you're on the Truckin' Journey Zello channel. It really does. But enough of that. But for anybody who wants to plug into that, you're welcome. And especially somebody that's like interested in learning more about GMP, hey, you'll hear basically the same thing you hear me talking about them all the time. For I don't know, right now there's 4 or 5 other GMP drivers on there, and the new GMP drivers, it's very beneficial because we go to some like little hole in the wall damn places that aren't just amazingly efficiently awesome DCs. Some of these places can be a little tricky, but once you've been there a time or two, then it ain't no big deal because you know. But when you're going in blind, sometimes it can be a little confusing. Like this Ford plant that I'm at now, Jesus, they don't tell you nothing when you pull up. You pull up and they're like, all right, go ahead. You haven't been here before, you know where to go ahead too. And then what you do at the end, you just walk in, put your thing, we'll stamp it, put that, and you don't even have to talk to a person at Ford. And then you got to drive about 2.5 miles over to this empty lot that don't have no GMP empties right now. But a person that's coming here for the first time, somehow, some way, they're going to have to figure that shit out. But to plug into the Zello group, one of us that's been here before will probably share that information with them once we know they're going there for the first time. So it's a good thing. Okay, do you take your truck home? No, Rolo. I know it's weird as shit for, like, you know, most truck drivers, but we don't. That's why our hiring area is limited. It has been expanded slightly but they still don't. Well, I think there might be some rare occasions. If it's something you think you might be interested in, you just really need to call recruiting. Let them know you know me, and they'll answer your questions, and you can decide if it's a good fit or not. But no, we don't take the truck home. We got to park it at a terminal, and you leave your car there, which, like, this week is going to be beneficial. I got to get a PM, so I ain't losing no time sitting in a hotel room or in a driver's lounge while they're doing a PM. My ass is going to be chilling while my truck's at the shop. So there are advantages to it, but there are definitely disadvantages because I got to pack up all this crap every time I want to go to the house for a couple of days instead of drive the truck to the house and hop out, and if I need anything, well, the truck's right out there. So, you know, it's a give and take kind of thing. But as of right now, well, I've already answered the question. No, we don't take the truck home. The show is cutting in and out for some reason. Well, I don't know, Jay. There ain't a whole lot I can do about it. I got the signal I got, and I'm sitting still. And I'm sure you're on the Wi-Fi at home. Jay Norton got like a local driving job now. But I bet you miss the road, don't you, Jay? Oh, Jay's taking off. See you later, Jay. What's for dinner? I don't know. I was thinking about making some dropping hook jambalaya, but I got some salmon up there, and I've got some leftover potatoes from Red Lobster. But let me tell you about the last 2 days. Okay, I didn't really get... I'm going to tell you about the good one. Yesterday, well, the night before, I was texting with my buddy, Jason Massey, that used to be my teammate back in the U.S. Express days, that lives in Louisville. And he was... Shit, my phone's I gotta find a charger. My I've got to get creative with this here. I've got a little wall thing somewhere, but I don't want to do a bunch of searching because we are live. I'll just plug my Mac in and plug this into the Mac, and that should take care of the issue. But he asked me, you know, were they going to be around like after 9 o'clock after him and Sharon get out of church, and, you know, they stop by for a visit. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not going to be up, dude. I'm going to be sleeping because I'm going to, you know, be rolling out a little after 1 o'clock. But I was parked at a Planet Fitness. And I just sent him kind of jokingly, hey, you up for a midnight workout? And he said, yeah. So he came over to the truck. I set my clock for 11:45. I was up. Massey came in, and we went into Planet Fitness, got a great workout. I walked on the treadmill for 30 minutes, and then we did this like floor routine where we did 10 push-ups, then rolled over and did 10 sit-ups, and then popped back over and did wide angle push-ups, and then did flutter kicks. And at the end of all that, you rested for a minute, but it really wasn't a rest because you did like plank stuff, keeping your core solid. We did that 4 times, and then did the 21 gun salute, which was an arm workout. It's getting those biceps back where they need to be. But I showered after that and hit the road. I picked up a load before dark and ended up having a 600-mile day, delivered to Fountain Inn. And it was Valentine's Day. And I gave Misty the expectation, sorry, babe, I'm going to be on the road. I won't see you on Valentine's Day. And she was like, okay, well, you know, she'll work. But her work for that day, she's a nurse, got canceled or whatever, so she was off. I was in town. So I was like, well, heck, we will go out for Valentine's Day. And I had like 40 minutes left on my clock. My next load was Michelin. And like I go by her neighborhood on the way to Louisville, the way that I hate to go, which is what the GPS tells you to go. And so I called and said, hey, can I go ahead and pick this up? And dispatch told me, no, it's not going to be ready till 5. I was like, well, okay. And I said, well, how about getting some local guy to pick that up? I'll head back to the grill yard, hop in my car, go see my girl. I'll drop this empty so there's an empty there, and somebody else can bring that to the yard, and I'll just start from the yard, and boom, it'll be awesome. He said, okay. And, well, I proceeded to unplug, and I wasn't worried about nothing GMP from that moment forward, and I did not see the message that came to me like 5 minutes later saying, hey, this other guy can't pick it up. You're going to have to. Oh, and by the way, it's ready now. It was ready at 1 o'clock. I told you wrong. I didn't see any of that. I didn't know about that until this morning. And I got Misty some AirPods for Valentine's Day. So I called I went on Best Buy's app, but they were saying, yeah, you can pick these up in 7 days. They're like, 7 days? I want them now. But they were out of them. So called the Apple store. They had them. I paid over the phone, went back to the terminal, grabbed a couple things, hopped in my car, hauled ass, went to the mall. I've got footage of some of this too that'll be in the next video that I upload. And got those, got to her house. You know, we did a little gift exchange. We went out to Red Lobster and had a nice time. I'm not going to give details of the actual Valentine's Day. Besides, we had some good food, we had a few drinks, went back to her place, and had to wake up kind of early in the morning. Which brings us to today. Attitude tester. In like every way, shape, and form. So I get up not a lot late, but you know, I hit snooze one time. I slept like an extra 15 minutes, and I got up, did my stuff in the bathroom, and then, I said goodbye, and I got on the road. I pulled out my phone, started checking out the situation, and I saw my load had me picking it up at Michelin, which what I was looking for is it's all ready for you at the grill yard. So I called in, talked to this guy named James, and like, nah, you dispatch that way. I was like, well, I guess that didn't happen. So I rolled onto the terminal, and then I came into traffic, and then traffic stopped. Looked on the iPhone and the traffic thing, and the wreck, it happened maybe 15, 20 minutes prior to that moment. It wasn't that far. It was maybe like a mile and a half, 2 miles up ahead of where I was at. But then I sat there, and I sat there. Like, seriously, I was sitting there. It was a parking lot. And Brandy from GMP called and said, well, that empty's, probably not going to be there at the yard. It's still showing on me, but that's because people don't know how to do a Mac 19. But she sent, said she was sending to the truck the location of another empty that was on the way to Michelin. All right, cool. Then about 30 minutes later, my dispatcher called, like, what the hell's going on, man? Why didn't you get that load yesterday? Like, he was working from home the day before, so I explained all that. And when are you going to be there? I'm like, I don't know. I'm in a parking lot on I-85. I get to the terminal, like, I swear, it's after 8 o'clock. And then I get to go over to Michelin, right? But he tells me I could bobtail, so I didn't go have to empty hunting. So I'm like, all right, things are changing around. It's going to be good. And I'll be shut down by 7 o'clock, be able to do a live video. I get to Michelin, right? Find my trailer. And when I got out to, begin the process of hooking up and everything, I noticed it was pushed all back on the curb, and the tire was like, oh, all pushed in on the curb. I was like, that yard dog went back a little further than he had to. But I hooked up and everything, and, was sliding my tandems. As I got to look at it, had a freaking flat tire. It was like a cut in there, and I was like trying to be positive, hopeful, and optimistic, and thinks the universe owes me one, and miracles happen every day and all this. But no, it didn't. The tire did not inflate, so I called in. So then I had to go to the Greer, and they swapped the tire on, but they got on it right away. I mean, I was there. I ended up getting a 30-minute break in while they were doing that and reviewing a little drone footage from the other day. But that was about all the time it allowed me. And then I got on the road, got up here to Louisville, and, well, I had a Jim Beam load, which I really wasn't excited about that. And I was like, I guess I know where I'll be doing a live video, because Jim Beam takes forever to load you. But it had originally got changed to 1 o'clock because Kevin's like, Jim's a stud. He does his 10-hour break and he rolls. And he had sent me a message about, well, he called, hey, are you going to be able to deliver that on time? This is a hot load, the previous one. And I was like, I will, and I did. But then, I ended up having like a 16-hour break. Like 3 hours of it was spent on the I-85. So to keep me rolling, he had upped the appointment to 1 o'clock before, without talking to me on that, and we didn't have a conversation, so that wasn't happening. So then it got changed back to 8 o'clock, but that was 6 o'clock, but this was before I had the whole flat tire situation. So they took that off of me, and I just have got this new load that I got to go pick up in Indiana. I can't pick it up till 7 o'clock in the morning. I had 2 hours of clock left when I got here to the empty yard, and I don't know if they're going to bring it empty or not. I will look more into that after I'm done with this, which we've been on this for 23 minutes. We're going to go a little longer. Let me finish this story, and then we'll see any questions, and that's going to be it, people. But yeah, there's not an empty trailer here. But this next load, I got to reading the notes, and it had something I don't normally see, and I don't know how I feel about this. But it's less than 500 miles. It's like 460 loaded miles. I think it's like 69 empty miles where I gotta go. But it says if you're late, there's a $250 fine. And I think it to the driver. I'm like, what kind of shit is that? But it ain't no range. It's 9 a.m. Yeah, I guess 9 a.m. Saturday morning is when that's due. And I guess if you get there at 9:01, it's a $250 fine. I've never seen that before. I'm going to inquire to dispatch, but also it's I guess it's a live load. It's a 7 a.m. Load time tomorrow and a 9 a.m. unload time Saturday, which I'm probably going to be out here till at least Sunday, maybe Monday, to run on my 70-hour clock, which is, I don't know, it's a little screwed up because next Saturday, the February the 24th, I got to be back by midday because my son Chase, his band Mophead, is playing for the first time live in 2018. And you guys, you know I'm gonna be there. So that's probably gonna cut into, especially if I stay out till like Monday. I'm thinking I probably ought to get back Sunday, because if I have to go out Tuesday and then only work till Saturday, that's going to end up being a short week for Trucker Jim. And I'm getting ready to have a damn student, so I don't know how all that plays out. All I know is I'm going to be at TW Boone's Saturday at 9 o'clock. So that's the stories of my wonderful, great day of getting a workout, kicking ass on the road, and making my lady happy and all that good stuff, and being made happy, and then this freaking day. So, but I still made money, and I haven't got fined yet. That may be coming, in the next couple of days. We will see. But let me check these comments. I didn't hit that one. What do you do when your AC goes out on the APU? I hadn't had that happen yet, and I hope it don't. But I do have fans in the truck. If it did, I would. Like, I don't have it actually turned on now, but I've got a fan going. It is a little warm, though. Let's see. Funny question. Do I poop in my truck? Drum roll. No, I don't, and I'm not gonna. I might poop outside my truck, but generally I go to like approved pooping stations. That's a conversation that's been discussed on the Zello channel here recently. What's up, Sean from Maryland? Okay, I do have some new drone footage. It's not epically, amazingly awesome and the proudest drone footage I've ever filmed, but it's pretty cool. But hopefully I'll get what I just described before I end the video. I'm going to try to have a video uploaded by, say this time tomorrow. But I hadn't even started editing one yet. But I do have some footage. Am I going to do a video of the new Cascadias? If I get a new Cascadia, I'm sure I will. But as I look closer at those, and we've been talking about this on the Zello channel, man, the front bumper clearance, it has like this much. Like, it's not a Porsche. This is a big truck, and we go into all kind of crazy places with like massive potholes and things. I can see that getting damaged. Like my KW, man, I've got like this much clearance. Seriously, it's like that far off the ground. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I do know how I feel about that. It makes me nervous. I don't like it because I think I'll probably tear it up. But it is a good looking truck, those new Cascadias. All right, Chuck Russell. Yeah, Chuck, you're a loyal watcher, and you always have good comments. We would definitely love to have you on the Zello channel. Yeah, that's right. I've heard you say that. Like, some of your like big mega carrier companies, or I mean, I could give an insulting like adjective and phrase to describe some of these, one in particular, but they're like handing out preventable accidents if you mess that bumper up. That's like 6 inches, not even 6 inches off the ground. Boone is pretty good, Paul. Ridiculously low is right. But this T680, I hadn't had like any kind of trouble as far as bumper clearance. Ray, I got a green screen, man. But it's just, and I've done a couple of videos kind of utilizing the whole green screen thing. I want to do more. I just keep it in my car with all the stuff now because mine is freaking huge. Like really, really big. It's a stand that, it's wider than this. But I will be using it, but I don't think so much in the truck. No, E Street, I have not completed the scrolls. I know I had the goal of finish them in 2017. I have not done number 9, but I'm ready to do number 9. And I'm not sure about 10. Like 10 isn't like the other scrolls. It's actually called the Salesman's Prayer, which kind of gives these rehashes of the other scrolls. And not that I'm not a advocate of prayer and don't use that myself, but it's my least favorite one of all. And I don't know, I think I might do like a recap of my own instead of the Salesman's Prayer over there, and kind of relate it to something people outside of the, quote unquote sales profession can use as far as what the scrolls can give to them. It's kind of what I'm thinking for the 10th one. But 9 is badass. You guys are gonna love 9, but it'll be coming soon, man. I don't know, trying to get 3,000 miles a week, have a girlfriend, have a mama, have a rock and roll son, 3 young kids, an ex-wife, and make videos for you guys and work out and all this stuff. I swear there's ain't enough time in the day, man. Like, one thing I never am is bored. Just sitting around, just saying, man, I'm bored. I ain't got shit to do. Like, that ain't me. That never, ever. I don't even know the last time that's happened. Not anytime recently. There's so many projects that I want to do. And I mean, I've done some of them, but there's a lot more that I want to do. Moonpie says he can't even get his steel-toed boot under that bumper. Rolo, I pretty much do just run the Southeast. Now, I know Indiana probably isn't considered the Southeast, and I'm getting ready to hop over it, but I don't go too far into Indiana. Like, I ain't been to Ohio. I've been to Virginia, like, a little. Come through West Virginia if I'm going some route I wish I wouldn't have, back from Louisville. Go down to Florida, son, which I guess that is the Southeast, and I could probably count on one hand the times I've been to Texas. And, go through Louisiana, but, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Carolinas, Georgia, little Virginia. That's about it, man. Now, I'm getting my hazmat soon. I've been practicing. I'm scoring like a 93. Well, the last time I scored a 93. I'll probably get 100 the next time on the hazmat. And I hear we got hazmat loads that can take you to Maine, that can take you to Washington, and that can take you to Ohio, but I haven't been privy to those loads because, I ain't had hazmat. But I sure as shit want to go somewhere out of the Southeast. I promise you that. If my son were to be a trucker, would I be his trainer? Yeah, I certainly would. But Chase likes to engage in a particular activity that is not approved for CDL requirements. And the way he talks, that ain't going to change. So, that day is probably not going to come. He says he's going to make it in music. Why, Peepo? You are my favorite Zello member, brother. You know I love you. Daryl asks, is Maverick a good company? They are, but they're a little peculiar. Like, if you want to be at Maverick, you need to absolutely get in line with the Maverick way. Which, if you're a high character, high work ethic, morally strong guy, you probably won't have any problem. But if you're a little fucking shady or something, it probably ain't the place for you. And if you make more than a couple, a mistake or two, you ain't gonna be there long. They're peculiar and they have very high standards, but they're gonna, they treat their drivers with respect. I don't have anything bad to say about Maverick. I was to the point of, I felt heartbroken when, with what happened with me at Maverick happened. I really liked it. I liked it there a lot. And I can go back now, but I don't know. I like G&P, and I think I got a good situation here, so I'm not going to be too quick to leave. Does G&P stand for Powell? No. I like to say it means good miles and promised home time. Because that's what it means to me. I get good miles, and when I want to get home, I get home. But most of the time, I'm rocking and rolling, running off my 7 o'clock, and I'm a heavy hitter on my dispatcher's board. But when I got something I want to do, work don't come first. The people that are important to me, that shit comes first. Which ain't an all the time kind of thing, but like Chase, for instance, or Misty on Valentine's Day, it trumps GMP. And because I bring it to GMP all the rest of the time, which is the majority of the time, they don't give me a hard time. And I like that. US Express, they'll always give you bullshit. I mean, like, their fleet managers are trained in the art of bullshitting drivers, is like what I felt. And GMP, I really feel I can just have a conversation, and we're business partners together, and you know, we're in it to win it, but everybody has a life outside of work, and I like that. I think especially on Apple Watch, I go to Misty right here. I hit the microphone. Hey baby, I'm doing a live call right now, comma, I'll call you soon. And boom, send a text message. Pretty cool. Okay, any last questions? We've been on this a little longer than I originally intended, and I know it's been more of me kind of talking and rambling on and just reading the comments. I guess I have answered a few questions, but do we have any last ones? Do I plan on having any other kids? No, I don't. Hopefully next will be grandkids. That's right, Gertrude and Panola. That's exactly right. That's what GNP means. Sorry, I got off on I don't know, I lost my train of thought. But those were the daughters of like the guy who started GNP, which was just really doing little runs for the Greenwood Mills back in the 30s. Carlos, I do want to start making mini movies. I tell you what I really want is to make friends who want to make mini movies. And then as we get good at it and get some relationships built, we get good at getting other people's money so we can make big movies. Because now certain people would not say this, because this is, look at me people, look at me. This is a great fucking idea and the world needs it. But I, not just by myself, but a collaboration with a lot of other excited, creative people that are familiar with trucking, I want to make a movie. And of course it will be a comedy called Super Truckers. I've got a few ideas in itself, but just in the title alone, isn't that awesome? Wouldn't that be great? Like Super Troopers, about some freaking cops and their day-to-day routine, you know, which has totally been overplayed, you know, so many cop stuff. But how much like good content that the rest of the world can see is there about truck drivers and the crazy shit we go through and see. It would be awesome. And the world would be better when we were done. But so like anybody that's interested in that, that's what the Zello channel is for. And the Zello channel has cut into my content because I'm not recording as much and, you know, all this stuff and like just thinking of stuff I want to film, because I'm engaged in conversation more than I was before, and I enjoy it. So if that sounds like, you know, you feel like you could add something to it, by all means, plug into our channel. And remember, because there's a couple little trolly kind of comments that I've seen through here. I will be establishing moderators and people that aren't, that's taken away from the awesomeness of what we're looking to have on our channel and the relationships we're looking to build and friendships and all that, and helping others grow, then your ass will be booted. But we're so awesome. I mean, you wouldn't want to come in being a dick, you know. So maybe you'll leave a better person for the few of you that are like that. What's up, Big Yeti? How you doing, man? I ain't talked to you in a while. You would be a great one to check out occasionally. I know you got other rooms you like to be into, and that's cool. But we got a Trucking Journey channel now. Okay. That's a very good question, E Street. Hey, Stephen Tucker. Man, we covered so much stuff, but it's getting ready to end. But the good news is, hell, probably in like 5 minutes, this video will be published in its entirety. And I tell you what, it won't even have a commercial in front of it for the first hour or so, if you want to go back and watch it. All right, Carlos, do you really want me to bring that up again? I know you're passionate about it. Okay, here's the last thing we're going to discuss. Now, I know all truck drivers, unless you are only consuming Juice Plus capsules, you might not do this. But for everyone that eats food, and if you have fiber in your diet, chances are you poop once a day. Some people poop multiple times a day. People that eat a lot of cheese might go 3 or 4 days between poops. But we all poop. And as truck drivers, you're usually not at the house doing that on your own little throne in your environment that's the way you like it. No, you're pooping in like random spots, different states, you know, daily, in truck stops. And you know, it's not the military, so there's not like a line of toilets and you got a bunch of guys wiping their butt beside you or anything. No, it's very civilized. There's, you know, a little stall, and then there's the handicap one. That's the one I like best for some reason. It's very roomy in there. But most people, when you go in there, you don't just leave the door swinging. You lock it. Some locks are better than others. Well, one of our Zillow members was like saying the occasional times when it don't get locked. I don't know if you've ever like pushed the door open and there's some guy sitting there taking a dump. Usually when that happens, the natural response is, oh man, my bad, and you know, close it. You know, it's not sitting carrying on a conversation with the guy. But when that happens, who's at blame? There's two choices because there's only two people involved in that. There's the guy with his pants at his ankles, sitting there looking up, that didn't lock the damn door. And then there's the guy who did not knock before he pushed the door open. I personally say it's the dude that didn't lock the freaking door. It's absolutely his fault 100% of the time, and the blame. But at the same time, sometimes those locks aren't very secure, and you think you locked it, but you know, a guy pushes it and it'll still come open. So a quick little poll. This isn't going to be going on for 20. Well, in the like comments after this video is uploaded, you know, you can leave your comments then. Okay, let's see. Guy on the throne. I asked him if they need some help. Does anybody really? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I was on the toilet one time in Tennessee, and I kind of needed some help. I was in a bit of a bad situation, but I don't know if what kind of help I really wanted. But yeah, that's when I go off. Yeah, I didn't see it ending with such a shitty topic either, E Street. But I wanted to try to make up for it because I know it's been like 3-4 weeks in a row. One time when I did a video, sorry, it's not going to be a video. And, you know, ending. And then last week, you know, I got loaded like 2 minutes after I, you know, went live. It's just been crazy. But I decided, heck with all that. I'm going to prevail and go live for my people because you people keep me inspired, and I appreciate all the support. Kyle Campbell wants a shout out. Did you ask for that like previously or something? Yeah, that sucks running. One thing I've been noticing with like some inventor out there, I think there's a better way for toilet paper distribution. Like at GMP, especially, like I have to reach up in there and pull it, and it seems like there's always like a little piece of paper that falls on the ground, and then you reach up in there and pull it, and like a little bit of toilet paper falls on the ground. Here's another good thing about Maverick. Like, most of your trucking companies are going to buy the cheapest, thinnest toilet paper. They do. They do. And it's a little like rough on that area you wipe toilet paper on. Maverick, they have 2-ply toilet paper in all the restrooms. I mean, it ain't like exactly Charmin soft or that corduroy looking toilet paper, but they actually put a little effort, spend pennies more for double ply soft toilet paper instead of just the cheapest shit. Like, let's spend as little as you possibly can for people to wipe their ass, like most companies do. And I don't know about you guys, but that kind of touched my heart. I appreciate those little extras. Some drivers keep buckets in the truck to take a dump in. I've heard of that. And then some guys will like, excuse me, I gotta take a dump. And will get a bag like this and shit in it in their truck. I'm like, what is wrong with you, man? Like, if I'm in such a place where there's not a restroom I can go to, I might shit outside. And I've got a technique for doing that. I'll explain it on the Zello channel. You can't get everything here on the live video, but it's wide on Zello. But in my truck, I mean, I could get some bad stomach tonight and shit in the bag tonight, but my current mental state is that is not something I'm interested in doing, like, ever. Like, the risk reward is, like, I'm heavily leaning to the side. Do not shit in a bag or a bucket. I wouldn't even want like a little mini toilet in my truck to poop in. Okay. That's funny. Oh, Krispy Kreme missed the bag. That's the kind of thing I'd worry about. Yeah, like, heck, I don't even want to like cook crab legs in my truck or, any food that stinks, much less shit in a bag. And then what do you do with it? Do you just toss the bag out the window, or you put it up front till you get by somewhere? It just don't seem like a good idea to me. Not at all. But everybody, I appreciate you tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the live. It is always my intention to go live Thursday at 7 o'clock, and hell, maybe even a little bonus live from time to time when I got something to say. But here lately, kind of Zello is what I've been spending my little free time, which I need to put some time into editing because, normally I would have a real video up by now, but I do not. I'm not even close to it, so don't expect it tonight, people. Hey, but thanks a lot, and if I missed any of your comments, just a couple of minutes from now, go to the one that's published, throw your comments. I read every comment that's on there, and I try to reply or put a thumbs up or a thumbs down or something accordingly. But everyone, be safe out there and keep on trucking. Oh, last thing. Now, I told you guys before that I had this website, right? keepontrucking.com. Well, as I looked closer at it, it had a mistake. Truckin wasn't spelt the way I've been spelling truckin for the last 3 years. I've been spelling Truckin. I mean, you guys know that. Every video you've ever seen me do had truckin, not truckin, truckin with an IN. Well, my web designer, she spelled it like truck in. This truck in. Like all throughout the website everywhere, but on the web address. And she's like, well, you can go back through and change everything you've ever done and all your like trucker gym gear and all that. You can change that. And I was like, no, we can change this fucking website is what we can do because this is wrong. Well, it was already taken, the domain or not. But the guys on Zello, they're calling me an innovator for this. All right, if y'all want to write this down, but it's real easy to remember. Here's the new website, which is okay. Now, it's going to be better. I'm going to be adding pictures and cool links and all kind of stuff in the future. But it's up. You can go see it right now. It's keepontruckin.life. Keepontruckin.life, not .com, .life. My website's probably the first one you ever been to. No, it's keepontruckin.life. Like keep and own ain't spelt with all the own trucking. It's regular. Keep on trucking. But trucking is spelled TRUCKIN.life. That's right. But check it out if you hadn't. It's got a little thing where you can subscribe. I think it if you leave some kind of comment or something, I think it goes right to my email on there. There's a link that goes right to the YouTube channel. There's all kind of, it don't work as good on mobile devices. Like if you have a chance to check it out on your computer or your tablet, it's better. There's like Truckin' Journey episodes playing in the background and all that, but it don't work on mobile. And I know most of you guys are watching me on a mobile device right now, but I do appreciate it. But I just wanted to share that little bit of information. Is keepontruckin.life. And if you try to go to the other one, I guess it don't work anymore. But thanks a lot, everyone, for taking the time to watch this. I appreciate it. And I will see you in some kind of next episode coming soon. But until then, be safe out there and keep on trucking.